Welcome to Vivi Knows Best. Here we are, one more week, and oh wow, I kind of forgot that we have, I think, one more week left together for this season, but there is more seasons coming in, and maybe we will have a bonus video. Let's see how it goes. We will see. All depends on you. It depends on your reactions, your feedback, the comments that I get, and then we will decide if we continue or not with this. If you find that this is useful, I want to know. So please connect. I love connections. What I wanted to talk to you about this week is, what do I do with my life? How many of us, sometimes we get to this point in life that we have no idea what to do with our lives. To be in this point in life is absolutely amazing. You know why? Because then you could build something from there, something brand new, something completely unexpected that could be fabulous. The thing is that sometimes we really beat up ourselves thinking we don't know what we want, we are doubting, and we might feel that we are immature, that at this point in our lives we should know what to do. Well, I've been there. I've been in these times and moments in my life that I did not know exactly what to do. Maybe some of you are in this point, and there is definitely some steps in order to start to figure it out, how to get out of this place and start to really live the life that you really want to, and be amazing and feel really complete with your life. So number one is make a list of the things that you really don't want. The moment that you figure out what you really don't want, then you have a better chance to know exactly what do you really want. And in order to do that, you kind of feel it, because sometimes you put so much weight in your shoulders and you say yes, you get so many tasks. And even in your job, you might figure it out that there is some tasks that you really don't like at all and that you don't like to do them. So you kind of scratch them from that list, and you realize that if you don't like to do that, maybe you need to shift your attention into something that really makes you feel great, that it gives you passion and that you love to do. So this is the number one thing in order for us to figure out what do we do with our lives, and it's just know what you really don't want. The second point is define the lifestyle that you will really like to have. Some of you have been in my conferences, and there is one exercise that I love to do, and it's to imagine with who you would like to wake up in the morning, where, what kind of home, with who you would like to work with, what you will do with your free time, and where you would like to travel. All of these things define the lifestyle. What is the lifestyle that is really good for you? It is important that you understand that if you don't know where you're going, no matter where you're going, everything for you is going to be difficult because you have no idea where to go. So in this case, just pay attention to really what kind of lifestyle you would like to have, because the fact that you don't know what to do, at least you might know how do you want to live your life and what kind of things are important to you and what do you like to do. The third one is explore all the options. How many times you go to, you know that you're hungry, but you have no idea what to eat. But when you start to looking at the menu, you kind of say, you know what, I really feel like this. And what I also don't try this. And maybe you end up ordering different dishes and try a little bit of everything. If you are like me, you might not just do one thing. You might love to do many things. Like in my case, I could not really imagine my life just doing one thing in my life. I like to explore and do different things. And it might happen that when you make the explorations, there is many things that you like, and why not to do them? I think it's good to give yourself the opportunity to see what is out there that you could do amazing and that you could do. Next thing is, please, just dare to dream. Dare to dream high. Dare to think big. And if you do that, it really will make a change. Try to figure it out. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Maybe you don't know what to do today, but maybe you know where you would like to be in 5 years. So in order to achieve that, you will figure it out. What do I need to know, to do, and know, of course, to get from this point to the next point? And that's the reason why it's so important that we dream big and we figure out who we like to be, so we can start walking towards that person and start walking towards that life. And that can give us a hint about what we really would like to do with our life today. So this is a very important point. Another thing is, the fifth point is, please use your time efficiently and be useful with your time. So what do you do with this time when you don't really know what to do? Definitely not to be in Netflix all day, definitely not to be lazy. Just identify what are your values. Make a list of your values. Values change with time. Maybe because we definitely develop like human beings and our values shift. And if you make a list of your values, you might know with values you are aligned in your next step in life. What do you want to do professionally? It's good that it's aligned with your values. Another thing is that you need to really manage your money well, because if you are in this point that you might have to take a break, it's good that you take care of your finances and that you're not starting to be really stressed because of the lack of money and the resources, and that's not a good place to be, of course not. Then be productive with your time. Even if you are at work, try not to be completely lazy and be like, no. Try to be productive, because then you will see how far can you go in your job. And if you really feel that this is it, it's great that you just arrived to at that end, but at least you know from where you're jumping, and at least you have a better place to go from that perspective, and you get best reviews, and at least you know that you have accomplished the best that you could where you are. And it's very important that you educate yourself, that you use that time to read, to be useful, to just get inspired by different people and mentors, coaches. Just work on that, and maybe you get to that point that you really have an aha moment and you say, now I know what I need to do. Then please create very healthy relationships, people who can inspire you, people who you could look up to, and really take care of your relationships, because it helps when you are in this point. Also, you can ask people that you love, what do you think that is my skills? And people could help you to figure it out, what you will be good at, and get that source of inspiration. Then it gets me to the next point, which is get inspired. And this is like, you know what, make a list of the people who you really admire in life, and try to read about them, follow them, just see what they're doing, and try to figure it out what kind of these abilities that you admire in other people, they are in you. Try to make that match. Maybe you need to have a conversation with these people and ask them how they made it, and maybe they could help you to go to the next step. So that's very good that you do that. Even in your circle, people could make the introductions, but it's very important that you go and rely on people who inspires you, because if you kind of figure it out how they made it, you can also figure out how you could do it, okay? And just the last one is that you really know that the answers, all of the answers are within you. They're not outside, they are within you. So it's very important that you have these moments of silence, meditation, just to listen to yourself. There is nothing more powerful in life than really self-knowledge, to really know who you are and understand what do you really want. Sometimes it's not so obvious, but if you go deep inside of yourself, the answer is right there. So just connect with the power of being in silence with your own thoughts, with your own emotions. Try to connect with it, and I guarantee you that in really short time you will get to figure it out. What is the next step in life? What do you really want to do? And you do it amazingly. So this is it for this week. But before I leave, let me remind you that I really love you. Please comment on it. Please leave comments. I would love that you to leave some comments. Let me know other themes that you will be interested in. And remember that I will see you next week, and I hope to see you next week here. Ciao, ciao.